Back when I was famous, me and my wife made fun of Phil. Like, Phil had like $10,000 in back taxes, and he asked for people's help. People gave a lot of money. Phil's disconnected. He might be on the spectrum a little bit. Will I be getting GTA 6? No. DSP getting divorced. There's something from May. Blast Troll. Like, is there any actual news with Phil getting a divorce? I'm surprised that hasn't come up with me and Kelly yet. It's like, because Kelly doesn't come on stream anymore, doesn't want to be on stream, but she doesn't want to be on stream, she don't want to be made fun of. Because believe it or not, being made fun of sucks. Phil drinks alcohol. Like, honestly, like, Phil does drink. Like, I think he had like he was spending like $100 or more a month in total wine, which isn't that much. Like, if you're going by Blade standards. I wonder what Blade's alcohol bill looked like. Because like a bottle of Jaeger is what? Depends on what you buy, I guess. You can get them anywhere from $10 to $40 for a bottle of Jägermeister. But I think like Phil was spending about $120 a month at total wine, which could be, for two people, could be reasonable. I don't see it as like overly drinking. But I do think Phil gets drunk. That's the only way I could think of like spending. Like, for those who are not in the know, right? If you're not in the know at all, Phil at one point was spending $3,000 on WWE champions. And I'm like, I've always said the thing that Phil has done to me that is like, wow. Because Phil had like $10,000 in back taxes. And he asked for people's help to pay his back taxes. And people gave a lot of money. Like, they gave like, I don't know, $7,000, $8,000 to help him pay his taxes. And he spent 2.5 of that on WWE champions, right? So like, let's I don't know the exact number. Let's call it $7,000. If you took $7,000 and you took $2,000 of it and bought WWE champion like pools, that's so dishonest. It's ridiculous. Like, me and my wife used to make fun of Phil like in private, because like Phil can have like a WWE champion account that's really high level, or a brand new BMW. Which would you rather have? Paid off too. Not even a note. Just a paid off brand new BMW. Like, even if he went and bought a brand new BMW, which is a depreciating asset, he could at least sell the brand new BMW after he got done using it to make some of his money back. I mean, he can talk about me all he wants. I mean, like, I'm a fat e-beggar myself, right? And like, I hate that by fact, you know. But like, I like it. I like when I used to make like long form content and I streamed like in 2011. I didn't even accept donations because I'm like, nah, I make more than enough money. Because I was making like $10,000 a month. I didn't have any money issues back then. But like, I can promise you, anytime you donate to me, it's going to go to something I actually need. Like, most of my money now goes to paying off like vet bills. Like, we have and I don't want to say vet bills like they're stacked up, but like we have a Care credit card. And sometimes we put big vet purchases there. Like, for example, like when Grayson had to have surgery, we put the surgery on I paid half of it up front. I paid not half. I paid about $700 of it up front. And I financed the other $1,200, which that's paid for at this point. It'll go to stuff like that, or it'll go to like the air conditioner payment or something of that nature. I never frivolously sit here. But I won't lie, we'll go to Wendy's Chili too. Like, right now, I'm craving a Kate's Bay burger, which is like, there's a store around here that has a burger. I want one so bad right now. But it don't come out till 11 o'clock. So like another hour has to go by before I can get it. What's on the burger? It's not. It's a homemade burger. It's a homemade patty. And they have like onions, tomatoes, and they have like these homemade fries. It's one of those hidden gems. There's going to be no resisting it, one crazy killer. That's going to happen today. There is no resisting. Because remember when we were talking about how Blade is going to get the shakes and see the loss of income at the same time, and he's going to go back to drinking on stream? I could be actively in the hospital with my leg being amputated, and I'd probably still want a McDouble. And I know this about myself. Like, willpower is a skill set that I think people think. Like one of the things I envy about Woody is Woody, like we're talking about like Woody's gamer tag here. Woody, in my opinion, has the best work ethic I've ever met in a band. Ever. And I'm talking about like I've met David Hay, I've met Derek Chisora, I've met a couple other like people. Yeah, I met like CeeLo Green. I used to play Call of Duty with Mike Miner. These are like professional athletes that, you know, their work ethic is very high. Woody is still better than most of these guys work ethic wise. Like Woody will outwork you. Like I don't want to say this the mean way. Woody is slow on the uptake, but his consistency outdoes everything. Like it might take him a while to get something, but once he has it, you're not going to beat him at it. Yeah, I used to play Call of Duty with CeeLo Green. Like back when I was famous and shit like that. Like at one point, Wraith, I was in the top 100 YouTube channels on the planet. 2009 to 2010. But that was back when I played a lot of Call of Duty. This is actually my boxing shirt. Have you tried the new Chick-fil-A sandwich? I have not. They have a honey pepper pimento. I know what it is. My grandfather used to make me pimento cheese sandwiches. I bought this one for Kelly, but like I bought it in my size because Kelly likes to wear my shirts when she hangs around the house or sleeps. A banana mayonnaise. I've had banana and peanut butter. Never had banana mayonnaise. I am going for the platinum of Baldur's Gate. I got almost 200 hours in, haven't even beat the game yet. Keep starting over. You need at least $60,000 to get your foot in the door to have your own trailer and truck. You know how much money? You know how much they cost? They cost so much they don't even give you the price. Like when you see this, that means too much money. Golden God, like I understand where you're coming from, but you gotta understand I've lived most of my life at 400 pounds. So when you're 38 and you got a bad hip, you feel like you're 70. I'm gonna buy a treadmill instead. Dude, get help. Are you telling me? I don't think so much I need help as I need to learn to appreciate myself. I don't have any opinion on SpaceX. I sound like a live path 11. I don't know what that even is. What age did I start balding? About 23, 24. I remember having a mohawk when I was 22. And once I shaved the mohawk off, it never really came back. It's like 23, 24. Like you look at Phil as like on a moral compass. Phil isn't like Phil's disconnected. He's this person that's like conniving and like evil and constantly wanting, constantly like in this narcissistic area. I see Phil as somebody that's unknowingly doing things that look bad. Like in his head, it just doesn't translate. He might be on the spectrum a little bit, right? But I'll defend anybody, regardless of who it is, if I can see the issue. Right? Shoot, I ain't gonna lie. If I knew how to milk disabled people like Phil, I'd do it too. Because Phil by himself makes more money than me and my wife combined. If I made Phil's money, I'd be well off. Phil's a person that makes bad choices. I've always said the worst thing Phil's ever done was ask for help on his taxes and then spend a fourth of it on WWE champions. Another thing that Phil does when he does take time off, his time off is like getting a hotel room and watching wrestling and eating Burger King. That's not really a vacation. Like you need to like completely get out of your element. Blade would be a bad person. Like if you put like DSP versus Only Use Me Blade side by side, Blade is easily the worst of the two. You can say what you want about Phil. He says the N-word like it's a comma in a sentence. He shits on other people's opinions, and he's a narcissist. Blade's sober now? Yeah, and I'm also skinny. I identify as a skinny person. Thank you for getting the 80K joke. You're smarter. Why do you fight with the mods, dude? Here's my thing with like racist remarks. I don't care if people make racist remarks.